Legs crossed, back straight, eyes closed. Breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. Deep, long breaths in through your nose and out through your mouth. Feel that power of you controlling your breathing. That power that's available to you all the time, wherever you are in life. That power to reconnect to your greatest gift right now, your presence, your being. Your infinitely intelligent being. The same stuff we're all made of. And with that stuff that we're made of, we can control the most powerful supercomputer in the universe. Your mind. But only you can do it. Only you can control your own mind. So let's do that right now, and let's see the future. Today, our time together, let's see ourselves doing the best we can on every single exercise and stretch. For this is not only the gym that we have available to us right now, in this space wherever we are, but it is also the gym of life, where we grow our minds all the time. Good morning, determination. How is everyone doing today? Another great day, wherever we are. Today for myself, I'm indoors. Maybe you yourself are indoors as well too. Wherever you are, let's go. Let's make this the best gym period we've ever had. It may not be exactly where we want to be. We may not be in school or at work where we really want to be, but wherever we are right now, let's do this to the best of our ability. Here we go, determination, here we go. When I say go, we're going to start jogging on the spot for 1 minute. Ready, and go. And as always, we're thinking about our breathing, focused on our breathing. Feeling that power of us always being able to control our breath. Even when our heart starts beating faster, whether it's through exercise, whether it's through something stressful, something maybe we might be afraid of or we don't like, we get to control our breathing. The same way we get to control our thoughts. And our thoughts affect our feelings. So if we can control our thoughts, we can control our feelings. Almost there, everyone, almost there. Keep going. Keep going, determination. Keep going. And stop. All right. You can walk on the spot, or you can walk side to side as you recover your breathing. Always feeling that power of you controlling your breathing. This is the best. What we have right now, wherever you are, you've got your mind and your body in the gym of life. And you get to be your best right now on whatever stretches, exercises we're about to do together. Here we go. Here we go, determination. That's why I love gym. Gym is the best. Grow your mind in the gym of life. Here we go. Let's do 10 shoulder rolls forward. Ready, everyone? Here we go. The best 10 shoulder rolls forward ever. Still controlling our breathing. Shoulders all the way up and around as high as we can towards our ears. And backwards. Again, feel the power of you controlling your body right now. In these simple movements, simple motions, you get to control your body. The way you control your mind, same way. Alright, and let's do arm circles forward, everyone. Arm circles forward, 10 big ones forward. Feeling the joy of our arms moving through space. Alright, and backwards. Excellent. Alright, everyone, let's put our hands on our hips, bend the knees, and side stretch. There we go. 5 on each side. Alright, and let's twist our bodies. Here we go. Feet flat on the floor. 5 on each side. Really thinking about what we're doing. Really trying to feel every part of our body as it's moving in space. Alright, good. Okay, let's do 5 push-ups together. Here we go. 5 push-ups. Best 5 push-ups. Again, if you gotta keep your knees on the ground, that's okay. Just do your best, always. And 5 sit-ups. Excellent. And standing up. 5 squats. Here we go. Body straight ahead, looking straight ahead. All the way down. All the way up. Alright. Let's do 3 lunges on each side. Here we go. Arms out. Still controlling our breathing. Alright, and let's do 10-second plank. Belly's knees off the ground. Again, feeling the joy of you pushing your body a little bit outside its comfort zone. Because you know that's where the growth is. Alright, everyone, and standing up. Reach for the ceiling on your toes. Or the sky if you're outdoors. Today I happen to be indoors. If you're outdoors, reach for that sky. If you're indoors, reaching for that ceiling. We may not touch it yet, or ever, but we're going to reach, we're going to strive, just like we do in life, no matter what. Okay, now reach for your toes. Again, it's okay if you don't touch your toes, but keep your knees straight. Reaching for your toes, feeling the pull in the back of your leg, not the pain, just a little bit of a pull. Alright, come on up, and
feel the magic in the air. Magic System, Red One, Shawty. Comme d'habitude on est calé, comme toujours ça va aller. On te met l'ambiance à gogo, tous ensemble on fait le show.
On t'invite à la magie, y a pas de raccourci. Oublie tes soucis, et viens faire la folie.
On t'invite à la magie, y a pas de raccourci. Oublie tes soucis. Oh, 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 oh. ici tu as le niveau. Rejoins-nous pour t'enjailler.
On t'invite à la magie, y a pas de raccourci. Oublie tes soucis et viens faire la folie.
On t'invite à la magie, y a pas de raccourci. Oublie tes soucis. Oh, 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 oh. Magie système.
Toujours nous.
Ah, ça change pas.
Ah ouais.
Ah, Shawky avec Red One. Est-ce que ça marche?
Ça va pas.
On vient du ghetto pour aller plus haut. Avec les magiciens, c'est Ready Go. On vient du ghetto pour aller plus haut. Avec les magiciens. Oh, oh, oh.
Good morning, Believe Nation and Determination. Today, in our top 10 rules for success journey, we are introduced to Warren Buffett. He is another one of my heroes. This man has the greatest mindset, which has allowed him to be the greatest investor of the 20th century. So today he shares with us 3 words that he looks for when hiring people: intelligence, integrity, and energy. I love these words. As you know, they're part of my life mission. I truly believe we are infinite, intelligent, determined, integrated investors, thinkers, human beings. So if we can use those 3 words in our day-to-day thinking, we can become anything we want to be. So it works in investing. I think of us as human investment machines in every decision we make. So look at every decision you make and what you think today as an investment. Have a great day, everybody.
One of the ways in life to get ahead is not always adding or doing something different or more, but it's dropping things that don't serve you. A flawed action is usually better executed now than perfectly executed later. You will lose 60 to 80% of your friends when you upgrade your life. Do you really want to repeat the same life with the same people, the same conversations, the same vibrational frequency, the same thoughts, the same memories, the same emotions for the next 60 years of your life? The answer is no. But you're one decision away from changing your life, and that's what's great about life. Your past doesn't equal your future. You are not destined to have to be where you're going right now or where you currently are. In one moment, good or bad, you can make a decision, and it at least sends your life in a new direction. And when you're regularly questioning, who do I want to be? The external results end up producing themselves, because in life, we inevitably eventually attract who we believe we are. Whatever your faith is, get closer to it. It's the best thing you can do in your life. All right, welcome back to the show, everybody. So grateful you decided to join me again this week. And what we're going to talk about this week is 12 lessons of truth from my life. And what I'm going to do every so often on the show now is I'm just going to do random life lessons that I've learned in no particular order and not even any particular category, but just things in my life that I believe are truths or lessons that I've learned that I would just share with you. You know, the more and more I get messages from so many of you that say that you enjoy me as sort of a father figure in your life. Now, it's a little bit strange when it's somebody that's 45 or 50 years old and I'm barely older than you, that I'm a father figure. But having said that, I do enjoy sharing life lessons with you. And sometimes I feel obligated on the show, but they all have to be in a particular order on a particular topic. And the more we've done surveys with the audience, they tell us, listen, we just want the lessons. These lessons I share with you are not because I'm some guru or I've got everything figured out. They're usually from mistakes I've made. I think there's nothing wrong with making mistakes in your life as long as you don't make the same ones twice. And so these are just lessons from my own life of things I've done well and things I haven't done well that can save you a bunch of heartache, stress, worry, and frankly, time if you'll listen to these lessons. And so lesson number 1 for this week is drop the weights of your life. That one of the ways in life to get ahead is not always adding or doing something different or more, but it's dropping things that don't serve you, or dropping people that don't serve you, behaviors and thoughts that don't serve you. So many people, frankly, in relationships are stuck in useless or toxic relationships because they're afraid to be alone. And they stay in a relationship because it's the known. And being without anybody is so scary for most people that they keep the weight of that relationship. And so there's these weights in our lives that hold us down. And I've learned in my life all of the different keys and tactics to becoming more successful or happier or wealthier or building a bigger company or a bigger brand often are about dropping the weights. You know, I have a very good friend who's an influencer who was stuck in an elevator, very well-known influencer. She was stuck in an elevator several weeks ago, and I ended up talking to her after she got out, but she was in this elevator evidently for hours. And when she got out, we were talking about, you know, there was a closed environment and these other things. And it got me to thinking about elevators and the weights. And, you know, when you get into an elevator, you don't even think about it. You just walk into it, don't you? And you press a button and you go up 30 floors like a rocket ship, right? It's seamless. It's easy. It almost doesn't require any thought. You walk in, you hit the button. There could be 5, 6, 7 of you in there. Doesn't matter if there's 1,000 pounds or 2,000 pounds of people in there. That thing takes off like a rocket ship to the 30th floor, wherever you're going, 35th floor. How does an elevator actually work? What actually happens in an elevator is there's a counterweight at the top that actually weights the elevator. And when you hit that button, that weight begins to drop and you go up. So as that counterweight drops, it's sufficient weight that when you drop it, you increase and go up much higher. And the truth of the matter is that's a lot of times how life works, that when we drop these weights, there's these, in the elevators, there's these big weights at the top, like plates of weights. And when you hit the button, they drop and you go up. And in life, it's that way most of the time as well. That if you drop the weights of your life, it's almost effortless that you begin to climb and go higher. It won't even require all that much thought. So you got to evaluate in your life from time to time, what's the weight holding me down? What's the thought? What's the emotion? What's the loop I'm in? What's the habit I have? Or what's the person? Is it this friend that's weighting me down? Is it this significant other? That it's just time to evaluate whether this is one of those plates that can I ever go up if they're constantly waiting me on the other end? And the answer is probably not. You probably can't. That thing is not going to go up until that weight is dropped. And so that's lesson number 1. Lesson number 2, you will be much happier when you forgive and stop blaming other people for your issues. Yep. Too many people in your life are being blamed for the results you're getting, and it's none of their fault. Particularly your parents. Let go of that. Let go of the blame. Let go of the criticism. Let go of using them as an excuse for where you're not. And you'll be a lot happier human being when you forgive and you stop blaming other people for your issues. I say this to you as a friend, but maybe you're not even blaming other people for your issues, but you just haven't forgiven somebody. When you don't forgive somebody, it is you drinking the poison of that lack of forgiveness, not them. And when you forgive, truly forgive, you don't have to forget, but when you forgive in your life, it's like dropping one of those weights from lesson number 1. Sometimes the grudge we hold, the debt we hold against somebody, the axe we have to grind, the blaming we have is or are those weights in our life. And I've just learned in my life that I've had a lot of people do wrong to me. You live long enough, you're going to. A lot of people have let me down or hurt me or taken from me, just like you have. And I've learned that that is part of the process of life. And the more you hold on to this stuff, the more it's one of these weights in your life. And so you're giving yourself the gift of increase by climbing. The more you drop the weight of holding on to that, forgive people. And on top of that, you better stop blaming anybody else for where you are in your life, because I can tell you it's not their fault where you are. You've got your own choices, your own life, your own decisions to make, and it is your life. It's an internal game, not an external game. That's number 2. Number 3, if you continue to wait for the right time, you're going to wait forever, and you're going to waste your entire life. Stop waiting for the right time. Stop waiting for timing to be perfect. It's never going to be the right time. You're never going to be completely ready. In my life, when I waited too long to make decisions, to buy something, to invest in something, I waited too long to call a shot. I wasn't decisive enough. I was waiting for all the things to be in place, or the kids to get this, or the family to get that, or this or that. And the truth of the matter is, if you continue to wait for the right time, you will wait forever and you will waste your entire life. It's never the right time. In fact, almost always the best time is now. Not in everything, but in most things, I have learned now is better than later. And so stop waiting for the right time. It's not going to come around. The conditions aren't going to be perfect. And everyone goes, well, the timing was just right. Usually when you look back, it's because you took a decision, took an action immediately. Immediate, massive action. Even, by the way, a flawed action, an action that's not perfect, is usually better executed now than perfectly executed later. And so stop waiting around. Stop delaying. I say all the time that the adversary in our life, the devil, uses 4 Ds to get us off of our dream, off of happiness, not who we're capable of becoming, to shrink our expansion as a person. And one of those 4 Ds is delay, getting you to delay. Most people in their life, the Bible says where there's no vision, the people will perish. As I've looked at it more closely, and I've lived now almost 54 years, I think most people do have some type of vision for their life. They'd rather be happy than they would be sad. They've got a vision to be rich instead of poor. They've got a vision to give instead of not be able to give. They want a vision of having memories and great emotions as opposed to a life with no memories and no emotion. So it's not the lack of vision, but it is a vision issue. And the issue is depth perception. We think our dreams are further away than they are. And because we believe that, we've created thoughts, patterns, habits, and behaviors that perpetually will always keep it that far away. It's a depth perception issue. Stop waiting around for the right time. Lesson number 4 I've learned in my life. Apologize more often. And then don't repeat the same mistake. Not enough people just say, I'm sorry. One of the things I admire in a leader is when they acknowledge they've made a mistake. I apologize. I got that wrong, but I had the right intention. I'm going to get it right the next time. In politics, wouldn't you love to see more politicians go, hey, I'm sorry, I messed that up. You know what? But my intent was right, but I got this decision wrong. I'm going to fix it and get it right the next time. In my life, when someone has sincerely apologized to me, it almost always drops the weight. Now, by the way, the most sincere apology is to not repeat the same behavior again. That's a real apology, not just the words of I'm sorry. But I have to tell you, in my life, the very few times where someone has hurt me or done me wrong or made a mistake, or even in my business messed up and said, hey, can I talk to you for a minute? I'm so sorry. This is my fault. I apologize, and I won't do it again. And then they don't do it again. We're so much closer than we were before they even made the mistake in the first place. I love them and respect them more. If they were my leader, I would follow them more. And so build the habit when you make a mistake of owning it and telling somebody that you're sorry. Several weeks ago, a friend of mine and I were doing something, and I teased him in front of the group. I made a joke, and I do that with my friends often. You do that when you kind of rib one another. And anyway, I could tell that it bothered him. And I asked him about it. I said, hey, did this bother you when I teased? He goes, oh, no. And I said, yes, it did. Go, no. And it probably was something maybe it shouldn't have bothered him, but it did. And so finally, the next time we talked, which was that evening, I said, hey, I want to go back to something. Did that bother you when I was teasing you in front of the group? And he's a dear friend, and he goes, it shouldn't have, but yeah, I think it did. And it's my fault. I said, no, let's just stop right now. I'm so sorry. I love you. I would never intentionally want to hurt you. And I'm very sorry. And I could see how that would hurt your feelings, and I will not do that again. And I love you. I'm very, very sorry. And do you know that he called me back the next morning and said, no one's ever apologized to me that sincerely. It wasn't even that big of a deal. But we're closer now because of it. And I sincerely meant the apology. And I sincerely won't do that again. I sure will do my best to not. Some friends you can tease, right? And some friends you can't. Some friends you can give a hard time to and joke about stuff, and some you can't. And then you have to know the person. And in that case, he just doesn't like it. And it hurt him. And I don't want to hurt people. And so I feel like we're closer because I apologized. Think of the people in your life who have sincerely apologized to you, if they ever have, and then didn't repeat that thing again. How much you love them and how much closer you are to them. Apologize more and don't.
And let's balance. Grab one leg, find that balance, bend the other knee. Well done, everyone. Keep going. Keep thinking about what you're doing right now. And switch. Again, feel the pull on the front of the thigh. Bend the other leg. Find that balance. If you lose it, just try to work hard to get it back and then hold it there. Excellent. All right, now let's hug our knee. Here we go, all the way up. And try to steady that other foot on the ground. Bend the knee if you have to and pull all the way up. Hold it for 10. Always working hard to find that balance. Where we balance our thoughts, our mind, balance our bodies, wherever we are in space. All right, and switch. Just always think of safety too. Make sure you have enough space, clearance around you, in case you do lose your balance. Hold it there. Well done. Okay, good. And let's sit down, everybody. And reaching for our toes. Straight knees again. Reaching is what matters. If you don't get to your toes, that's okay as long as you're reaching. Feeling the pull on the back of your legs. Not the pain, just a little bit of a pull. Okay, V shape with your legs. Now reach for the floor as far away from your body as you can. Hold it there for 10 seconds. Okay, now reach for one side and hold it there again. Always thinking about the moment, thinking about what we're doing right now. Experiencing the joy of being able to reach for something to help our bodies get better. And switch the other side. See, you can do this almost anytime, any place. You can work on your mind and your body wherever you go in life, in everything you do, not just in exercise and stretches. All right, here we go. And let's do feet together. Gently push your knees down with your elbows and hold it there for 10 seconds. If you feel your breathing going on autopilot or becoming automatic again, take control of it. Deep breaths in through your nose and out through your mouth. Good. One leg forward, one leg back. Keep the knee on the ground. Go as far back as you can. Hold it there. 10 seconds. And switch to the other side. Knee on the ground. Go as far back as you can. Always remembering that you are the boss of your mind, and your mind is the boss of your body. That makes you the big boss. You get to control yourself. You get to use your determination no matter what. All right. And let's roll onto our bellies and push the floor. Looking up at the ceiling. Cobra stretch. Here we go. Hold it for 10 seconds. Feeling that nice stretch in our lower back, neck, back of our arms. All right, and legs crossed, back straight, eyes closed. Taking deep, long breaths in through your nose and out through your mouth. now, activating that third eye, that mind's eye that we all have. We can't see it, but we know it's there. So use your mind's eye right now to see yourself doing the best you can today when that music goes on whatever 2 exercises, stretches you've chosen to do. For me, today I'm going to be holding the push-up position for one song, the first song, and then I'm going to be holding the squat position for the second song, as long as I can. And if I happen to let go or not be able to hold it, I'm going to continue on until that song's over. What about you? You can put on your own 2 songs today, and you can do your own exercises. But think about which exercises you're going to do right now, safely within the space you have. You can do what I'm doing. You can listen to what I'm listening to, or you can choose your own. But whatever you do, determine right now, see in your mind what you will do when that music goes on. All right, determination, here I go, holding the push-up position, and let's go, whatever you're doing, whatever you've decided, let's see it, let's see your best, here we go together, let's go, determination, let's go. Looking forward to being better than we were last time, a little bit more than last time. See if I can hold it for the whole song, let's see. Wasn't able to do it last time we did this together. Or the last time I did it on my own, but I'm going to work at it right now. Because I love the process of trying to get better at something. Whether it's building strength in my body, building strength in my mind, working on creating nothing but positive images, thoughts, visions in my mind, working on being the best human being I can be. What about you? What is it for you? Whatever it is, just enjoy the process of learning, growing together, whatever we're doing. And sometimes we're going to feel that discomfort. Like right now, I can already feel my muscles already uncomfortable. But then I can feel my determination saying, I get to determine whether I'm going to stop or keep going, no matter what. You too, let's go, determination, let's go. Alright. Didn't get through the whole song, but I'm going to get right back at it again. Song's not over, gotta keep going. There we go, shaking it up. Not being mad that we didn't get to where we want to be yet, but feeling happy that we get to go at it again. Here we go. Always thinking about our breathing. Always thinking about finishing strong, no matter what. Always going right to the end, finishing what we set out to do, no matter what. Got more in me. I know I got a little bit more. We gotta keep going. You too, whatever you're doing, keep going. Determination, keep going. Let's go. It's not over yet. The song's still playing. Focus on that breathing. Good air in. Bad air out. There we go. Another round. I love it. I love the process of building our true great self through exercising our bodies and our minds together. Oh, that's the next song, all right.
Gonna do the two-step, then cowboy boogie. Grab a sweetheart and spin out with him. Do the hold down and get into it. Take it to the left now and dip with it. Don't throw down, take a sip with it. Now lean back, put your hips in it. Let's have some fun. To the left now. To the right. Now take your left hand and put it on your side. Gon' roll your shoulders. Do the slip and slide. This next part's my favorite part, cause it's time to shine. Gonna do the two-step, then cowboy boogie. Grab a sweetheart and spin out with him. Do the hold down and get into it. Take it to the left now and dip with it. Don't throw down, take a sip with it. Now lean back, put your hips in it. It's simple, you can do it. Slide to the left, slide to the right. Now cool down, have a good time. Slide to the left, slide to the right. Do the butterfly, have a good time. Round, round, round and round you go. It's time to show out right now and take to the floor. Gonna do the two-step, then cowboy boogie. Grab a sweetheart and spin out with him. Do the hold down and get into it. Take it to the left now and dip with it. Don't throw down, take a sip with it. Now lean back, put your hips in it. Take it down now, take it down now. Take it down now, take it down now. Bring it up now, bring it up now. Bring it up now, bring it up now. Take it down and crisscross. Bring it up now, crisscross. Do whatever you like right here. Just have fun. Gonna do the two-step, then cowboy boogie. Grab a sweetheart and spin out with him. Do the hold down and get into it. Take it to the left now and dip with it. Don't throw down, take a sip with it. Now lean back, put your hips in it. That was not so bad. That was not so bad, was it? That was not so bad. That was not so bad, was it? That was not so bad. That was not so bad, was it? That was not so bad. That was not so bad, was it? Gonna do the two-step, then cowboy boogie. Grab a sweetheart and spin out with him. Do the hold down and get into it. Take it to the left now and dip with it. Don't throw down, take a sip with it. Now lean back, put your hips in it.
Good morning, Believe Nation and Determination. Yesterday we looked at the example of us winning the mind game. Today I want to borrow from Napoleon Hill's Think and Grow Rich and use his example of life being like a checkerboard. And the player opposite to you is time. So we can win against time by filling our moves with determination. Determination is the ability to determine, to decide, to make decisions, to move forward. You see, if we don't use determination, our ability to decide, our players will be wiped off the checkerboard if we think of life as that. So time isn't going to stop for us. Things are going to happen every day. Negative things, sad things are going to happen. It's up to us if we move forward by fighting with determination to fill our minds with positive thought energy. I hope this helps everyone. Have a great day.
Don't repeat the mistake. What makes a leader? It's a tough question, but one thing's for sure. A true leader leads by example, and a true leader takes risks too. They plunge into life with determination. For those who lead by example and who approach life with a palpable passion, there's the Range Rover Sport. Each Range Rover Sport model offers a dynamic, sophisticated take on sporting luxury. The Range Rover Sport offers focused on-road performance and world-renowned off-road capability with industry-leading features like adaptive off-road cruise control that monitors ground conditions and acclimates to the present terrain. Agility, control, and composure are achieved with dynamic air suspension, and adaptive dynamics reduces unwanted body movements to deliver smooth and composed handling. True sophistication and excellent maneuverability, all in a seriously stylish package. Sophisticated refinement meets visceral power in the Range Rover Sport, a new dimension of sporting luxury. Build your Range Rover Sport at LandRoverUSA.com. Life lesson number 5. You will lose 60 to 80% of your friends when you upgrade your life. Just take it from me. When you upgrade your life and you change and you expand, just get ready. You're going to lose 60 to 80% of your friends. Some people will tell you you're going to lose 99% of your friends. But I have found as I upgraded my life, that meant some people were going to be leaving my life. And these are just some of the hard truths. You know, I always use this proverb on the show, the Chinese proverb that says, if you want to know the road ahead, ask those coming back. And I'm fortunate in my life that I've been down a lot of different roads and had some measure of success in many different areas and some failures in some others. And I can just tell you straight up that as you upgrade your life, you're going to lose 60 to 80% of your friends. Now, you will inherit some new ones, but part of that climb, that's going to happen. I tell you that for a few reasons. So that when you do lose them, or they do disappear, or they become further away or more distant, that you know that that's part of the process of upgrading your life. And that some people are going to be in your life for a season. We have this thing. I was talking to the lady who cuts my hair the other day, and she's much younger than me, and she was talking about how she's not as close with some people that she had gone to high school and college with. And I said, you know, one of the things that we naively believe when we're younger is that so many relationships are permanent in our life. But as I've watched my friends get older into their 70s and 80s, their friend circle, I'm going to talk about this in a minute, gets smaller. And so a lot of relationships in your life, we have this romantic notion that everyone in our life, all of our friends, we're going to be together forever. And the truth of the matter is that's not true. And it's okay that God sends people into your life or you into their life, oftentimes for a season of their life or several seasons, but maybe not every season, maybe not your entire life, especially as you upgrade and change and grow. Things are just going to get attracted to you that are different. And part of that process is some people aren't going to be in your life anymore. The other reason I tell you this is I think some people are afraid to grow in their life and change and really climb because they intuitively know it may mean they're going to lose this person or these people they love and care about. And so because of this love and caring for this other person or group of people, they subconsciously sabotage their progress and success because they don't want to leave these friends. Well, the truth is, not all of them will leave, and you will not leave all of them. But if they're real friends, they're going to cheer for you and support and want to grow alongside with you to some extent. And if they're not, that's just part of the journey. Do you really want to repeat the same life with the same people, the same conversations, the same vibrational frequency, the same thoughts, the same memories, the same emotions for the next 50 years or 60 years of your life? The answer is no. So just know you're going to lose. These are just lessons of life from a guy further down the road coming back. You're going to lose a lot of your friends as you upgrade your life. Accept it, know it. When it happens, realize Mylett told me that was going to happen. Ed Mylett mentioned this to me. And that's my next lesson. Number 6, as you age, your circle is going to get smaller. It's just true. As I've gotten older and older, my friend circle has gotten smaller and smaller. I don't know anybody, frankly, who has 80 good friends at 70 years old. I know they have a few. And so as that circle may get smaller, you will get closer to people. You will get closer. But I'm telling you that as the years go on, the circle doesn't get bigger, it gets smaller. And quite honestly, it's a beautiful thing. I look at the friend circles as multiple circles. There's the ones that are really on the inner circle of your life, and then there's ones that are sort of in the middle or the outer circle. My outer circle, as I've gotten older, is much bigger. My distant relationships, my sort of connections, my friends that I talk to every year or two, that circle is gigantic. My middle circle is actually a lot bigger as well. These are people I've got a pretty, surface relationship with. When I'm with them, I enjoy their company. They enjoy mine. If they ever need me, I'm there. If I need them, I believe they would probably be there. We interact in that way that's somewhat distant, but much closer than people in the outer circle. And then there's that inner circle. And that inner circle is the one that I believe that gets smaller as you get older. When you're in high school, if you're lucky, that inner circle, you can have 6, 10, 15, 20 people in it, maybe even in college, maybe even into your 20s. But by the time you're about 30 years old in life, that circle ought to include people that want to grow with you, want to climb as well, want to contribute, want to give, share your values, share your standards, right? Share a belief in you, not just a love, that are excited when you make progress, not envious or jealous. And they're like-minded. And the more you expand your mind and expand your being and expand your faith and your standards become different, it's just natural that the people closest to you, that group will shrink. And so as you age, your circle will probably get smaller. Next lesson. People matter, things don't. I'm just going to tell you, the most precious thing in this life is other people, not things. Now, I want you to have great things. I've been blessed. I've had some of the nicest homes in the world. I've been blessed to have multiple different jets. I've had a lot of money flow into my life, nice clothes and watches and great dinners and all of those kind of things. And the way I grew up, when I was very young, my family on welfare, physical, material things are cool. And there's a lot of that flash on social media, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with it as long as it doesn't matter the most to you. Those things can actually make you happy. People say material things don't make you happy. Sure, they can temporarily, but it lasts a month or so. But what fulfills you is other people. What fulfills you is that inner circle. What fulfills you is your family. That inner circle that I talked about that gets smaller, more than likely, it'll come back to being your family and one or two other people. When my dad was passing away, he said, "Bring me my family." He wanted his children around him and his wife, his grandchildren. And so that small circle will be family a lot of time, even the ones you get sideways with, right? And maybe one or two, three other people. People matter. They're precious. Focus on people. By the way, if you focus on people and building people up and leading people and serving people, you'll get all the things you want. But when you worship things instead of God, when you don't value God's children and you value the possessions on this earth, you have an empty, hollow life, and it'll never fill you up. People matter. God's children matter. Focus on people, helping people. When you feel helpless, get helpful. Serve other people, and you'll have a great life. Life lesson next. You don't need 100 mentors. Stop trying to find so many mentors. Stop looking outside of yourself so often. Look inward. Most of the answers are within you. Find one or two, maximum 3 mentors whose work you really follow, that you believe in them, that they're your jam, and don't be listening to hundreds of different people. The thing with technology now and social media is, first off, you don't know who's real or who's legit. Who's actually built a life, who's actually wealthy, who's actually got a business, who's actually developed something, who actually helps people, and who doesn't. Because it's very difficult to tell on social media to distinguish between who's who. I mean, a lot of the people that give a lot of the advice that are out there have not built incredible lives on their own. They're just giving advice. So you don't need hundreds of them. Pick 2 or 3. And follow their work. I'm not saying don't listen to other people. I read 50 to 100 books a year, but mentors different. Their philosophies, their way of doing things. You don't need hundreds of them. It gets noisy. It gets confusing. One person will tell you you should leverage a bunch of debt. The other one will tell you over here, don't use debt at all. One over here will tell you got to cold plunge. The other one goes, nope, don't cold plunge, because that messes up all your muscle growth after you work out, right? This one over here is going to tell you to eat a ton of protein. This one over here is going to tell you that, no, too much protein, you don't use it in your body anyway, and animal fats and blah, blah. So there's all this noise, right? Like, pick 2 or 3, listen to their work, focus on it, focus inward on yourself. You do not need hundreds and hundreds of mentors. Your social media feed is loaded with too many people, quite frankly, that don't know what they're talking about, that talk about it very well. Pick 2 or 3 and follow them, and I think you'd be much greater served in your life, and much more focused and clear. Remember this, clarity is focus, and complexity is the enemy of execution. The more complicated something is, the more messages you have, it's much more difficult to execute. Clarity equals focus, and focus equals success. Hey guys, so before I hurt my back, one of the things we were doing more of is I was snowboarding. and I loved it. And we had great friends who were skiers, so we'd go on these cool ski trips. Here's what I didn't like about these cool ski trips: dragging these snowboards and skis through the airports. Any of you that know what I'm talking about? It's stressful. They lose them sometimes. They're heavy. They're clanky. There's all these upcharges. You don't have to deal with that anymore thanks to Ship Skis. Ship Skis helps you do one thing that's important: skip airport stress and costly airline fees with complimentary insurance, real-time tracking, dedicated support, and on-time delivery. Just schedule your shipment, attach your label, and Ship Skis takes over the rest. It's brilliant. Right now, Ship Skis is offering our listeners 20% off your first shipment when you go to shipskis.com and use the code Mylett. Go to ShipSkis and use the code Mylett to get 20% off your first shipment and save yourself the hassle this ski season. That's ShipSkis.com. Make sure you use the code Mylett so they know we sent you. Lesson number 9. Never root against somebody, and don't gossip about people. This energy has a way of coming back to bite you. Don't root against anybody. Root for people to be successful. Because they're winning doesn't mean you're losing. The pie.
Time for some squats. Holding the squat position. What about you? What are you going to do next? Let's go. Determination. Here we go. Ready? All right. If you're doing what I'm doing, just try to keep your feet flat on the floor, looking straight ahead, going as far down as you can, your bottom towards the ground, and holding it there as long as you can until that music's done. Because our music, you know the truth, our music's never done. Our energy, our determination is built to last, to get through anything. Let's go, determination, let's go. If you're sweating, that's good. Feel your body releasing some of that fluid, some of that old fluid, water. Make sure you drink lots of water when we're done. Make sure you always fill your body with good food. All right.
I'm gonna take my horse to the old town road. I'm gonna ride till I can't no more. I'm gonna take my horse to the old town road. I'm gonna ride till I can't no more.
I got the horses in the back, horse stock is attached. Head is matted black, got the bushes black to match. Riding on a horse, you can whip your Porsche. I've been in the valley, you ain't been up off that porch. Now, can't nobody tell me nothing. You can't tell me nothing. Can't nobody tell me nothing. You can't tell me nothing. Riding on a tractor, lean all in my bladder. Cheated on my baby, you can go and ask her. My life is a movie, but riding in cowboy hat from Gucci, Wrangler on my. Can't nobody tell me nothing. You can't tell me nothing. Can't nobody tell me nothing. You can't tell me nothing.
Yeah, I'm gonna take my horse to the old town road. I'm gonna ride till I can't no more. I'm gonna take my horse to the old town road. I'm gonna ride till I can't no more. Hat down, cross town, living like a rock star. Spend a lot of money on my brand new guitar. Baby's got a habit, diamond rings and Fendi sports bras. Riding down Rodeo in my Maserati sports car. Got no stress, I've been through all that. I'm like a Marlboro man, so I keep going back. Wish I could roll on back to that old town road. I wanna ride till I can't no more. Yeah, I'm gonna take my horse to the old town road. I'm gonna ride till I can't no more. I'm gonna take my horse to the old town road.
Good morning, Believe Nation and determination. Today, Warren Buffett shares with us his first rule for success, and it is this: find your passion. So for myself, I have found my passion. I am passionate about helping myself and each other, as many people as possible, and filling our minds with as much positive thought energy as possible. This is something I love doing every single morning. I've been doing it in private for years. Now I'm doing it in public because I truly believe it is the antidote to helping ourselves achieve the mind health and take ourselves from mind power to mind wealth. So that's my passion. I live it. I breathe it every single day. What's your passion? You got to find your passion. Warren Buffett found his passion at a young age. He loved investing. He loved reading. He loved filling his mind with positive thought energy as well. And look at his success. I hope this helps everyone. Have a great day.
Is not finite, it's infinite. And so when you root against somebody, that is an energy that'll come back your way. When you gossip and talk badly about people, it feels good in the moment, doesn't it? And when you're done, you almost know you've done something you shouldn't do. It almost always makes you look small. Whenever I'm in the company of somebody who wants to share a negative to me about another person, I know ultimately, eventually, they will share a negative about me to another person. You're not in some inside exclusive club when people gossip to you that now you're exempt from their gossip. I know it feels that way. They're telling you so much about so-and-so, and you're like, well, they must really think I'm special to tell me something negative about that person. And they'd never do it to me. Quite the contrary. They do this with everybody. They do this with everybody. Hey, listen, this needs to stay between you and me. But no, it doesn't stay between you and me. They've told somebody else, and they will do it again. And so trust me when I tell you, rooting against people is one of the great mistakes in life. Sincerely celebrate other people's success. And this isn't easy because we're competitive and comparison is normal. But when you truly, that's why I tell you, you don't need hundreds of mentors. You need to work on you. It's why I tell you, people matter, right? I'm telling you all of this because they all link together, even though they seem like they're not. And when people really matter, right, to you, and you love people, I can tell you very clearly, you're not going to want to gossip. Tearing someone else's building down does not make yours taller. It feels good when you do it. Hey, I got some inside scoop. Or why does she say it like that? What is he thinks she terrible vibrational frequency. Terrible. You reap what you sow. Be that person, by the way, who not only doesn't do it, but walks away from it when it's happening. And if you really want to elevate, where I've gotten most of the time in my life now, by the way, why do I tell you this? I was somebody who would gossip. And then once I sort of said, I'm not going to do that anymore, I was certainly somebody who was a receptacle for it. In fact, it got to the point where I thought, they think so low of me that they think it's okay to gossip to me about other people. And then I started to do this thing where I would just kind of like, and I would kind of get out of the way. And now I've gotten to the point where I go, hey, brother, can you just do me a favor? I don't want to hear anything like that about him, right? Or anybody else. It's just not how I vibe. It's not how I get on. That's not my life. I don't participate in that kind of dialogue. You're a great dude, brother. I think you're probably better than this, but I'm not the dude to talk that way about other people with. And I've gotten to that point, and I just keep my energy as pure as I possibly can, and it served me. Okay, so it's going to come back on you if you do it. Stop doing it. Life lesson number 10. You are one decision away from changing your life. I talk about that in The Power of One More, but it's a fact. If you're listening to this right now or you're watching it, you're one decision away. By the way, good or bad, you could have things really rocking and rolling right now, and you make that one decision, and it goes the other way, right? So this is not just for the positive. It can also be for the negative. But if things aren't going your way right now, you're one choice, one decision, one new thought. Maybe it's this list I've gone through of the 10 things. You go, that's the one decision I got to make. I got to stop gossiping. Or you know what? That one decision is I got to stop waiting. Or that one decision is I'm going to drop that weight. I don't know what it is, but I know this, that you're always one decision away from upgrading and changing your life. one new relationship, one new thought, one new podcast away from totally changing it. So ask yourself, if I made one decision right now that would change my life, what's that one decision? Maybe it's to get back to church, or maybe it's to start going back into the gym and doing it. Maybe it's to stop gossiping. Maybe it's to start my business. Maybe it's to start my brand. Maybe it's to start my blog or my podcast or whatever it might be. You're one decision away. Maybe it's that, hey, I got to have that conversation where I apologize. Maybe I got to have that conversation now, or that thought where that friend is going to go outside the inner circle into the middle circle or the distance circle, right? I don't know what it is, but you're one decision away from changing your life. And that's what's great about life. What's awesome about life is your past doesn't equal your future. You are not destined to have to be where you're going right now or where you currently are. You can change your life at any given time, at any given moment. In one moment, good or bad, you can make a decision, and it at least sends your life in a new direction. It may not be in that second that you go, I just changed my life. It may be, but it might be that you will look back someday and go, it was that decision. It was that new relationship, or it was getting out of that relationship, or it was starting this business, or it was adding this product to our portfolio, or if it was that one investment I made, right? Or that one new friend, or that friend I'm no longer friends with. That if I look back on it, that was the catalyst. That was the decision that changed my life. But it's great to know that in our life, that although we need God's favor and blessing, that we do have some dominion over our own lives. We have some domain to call shots in our life. Okay? Life lesson number 11. This is good, isn't it? What you're feeling is okay. What you're feeling is okay. Don't judge your feelings so often. I've allowed myself as I've gotten older in life to go, okay, it's okay that I'm feeling angry right now. It's okay that I'm feeling sad. It's okay that I'm a little bit depressed. Right? It's okay that I'm excited. It's okay that I'm fired up. It's okay that I'm nervous. It's okay. It's okay that I'm anxious. What you're feeling is okay. And just remind yourself of that this week when you're feeling something, or this year when you're feeling something. It's okay. You're not going to feel it forever. And it may be sending you a signal. I'm afraid. Well, fear is false evidence appearing real. You ever heard that? Not always. Sometimes what you're afraid of is legit, and it's your body or your heart or your spirit warning you to be more focused or vigilant, to be more aware, to be more discerning. What you're feeling is okay. Accept it. You're okay. It's all right. Last, well, I'm going to give you a bonus one when we're done with the 12. Number 12, you should ask yourself more often, who do I want to be? Who do I want to be? I've learned in my life that usually you get who you are in life. And when you're regularly questioning, who do I want to be? Who do I want to be in this moment? Who do I want to be as a mother? Who do I want to be as a sister? And you can look at different angles of your life and ask yourself who you want to be in that role. Who do I want to be as a leader? Who do I want to be as a man? Who do I want to be as a woman? Who do I want to be as an athlete? Who do I want to be as a father? Who do I want to be as a mother? Who do I want to be as a friend? Right? Who do I want to be as a child of God? Who do I want to be? And the more you focus on who you are and who you're becoming, the external results end up producing themselves, because in life, we inevitably eventually attract who we believe we are. So this identity that we have is the most powerful force in the world that draws to us that which we want. You say, well, no, my faith is. Your faith should be the main part of your identity. That if you're truly a child of God, if he really holds you in the palm of his hand, right? If it's really true and you really believe that, that should be your identity. That you're favored, that his DNA runs through your veins, right? So who do I want to be is one of the most important questions of life. And it's a never-ending question. It's not just for right now. 6 months from now, who do I want to be as a father? Who do I want to be as a mother? Who do I want to be as a leader? Who do I want to be as a person of faith? Whatever that question is, who do I want to be is a powerful question you should be asking yourself more regularly. And so those are my 12 lessons of life, and I'm going to give you a bonus one this week. You want me to do this every 6 or 8 weeks? I can do it, right? Just different random life lessons that I'm learning or have learned, but I'll give you the bonus lesson. Get closer to God. You know that in my faith, I'm a Christian, and the closer I've gotten to God and build a relationship with God, the more peace I have, the more clarity I have, the more discernment I have. Whatever your faith is, get closer to it. It's the best thing you can do in your life. It's the ultimate question of your life. And you say, well, Ed, I don't have those questions answered. Then begin to ask them. Begin to pursue it. Begin to give yourself the gift of pursuing what you believe life's all about. Not just who you are, but whose you are. Who do I want to be is a really powerful question. But whose am I? Where do I come from and where am I going? Is one of the most powerful questions you can be asking yourself on a regular basis. And so you know where I am in my faith, and I admire and respect you for pursuing yours. That's the pursuit of that relationship and finding that answer inside, not from what your friends are doing or what social media tells you or even some church tells you, but your own personal relationship with God. And I can tell you that I believe of all of the life lessons of the 12, that that's the most important one for you to find out, to figure out, to build that relationship, to feel that level of peace in your own way. My friend, I just wish for you in your life that relationship, that the God you see in your image, in your likeness, that serves you, that cares for you, that comforts you, that you build that relationship and you work on that as you build all these other parts of your life. It'd be terrible to get through this entire life and figure out all the ways to make money in business and get to the end of your life and never know why you were even here or where you're going when you leave. And so keep pursuing that question. Keep asking that question. And the more those answers come to you, I believe all these other things probably fall into place. All right, everybody, it's so good to be with you this week. If this episode served you, if there's some lessons you think could serve other people, please share it. We're the #1 show growing in the world right now in our category because you guys share the episodes every week. It's my honor to be in your life every week. God bless you. Max out.